Hey guys, welcome to another episode of It Doesn't Matter How It Got That Way. So today I'm reworking on my living room. As you can see, it is absolutely a disaster. I know I said it doesn't matter how it got that way, but this is 110% my kids' fault. They came in and pulled everything into the living room and treated it like an absolute piece of garbage. Because that's what kids do. And if you notice that big wooden board that I'm messing with, that actually comes from behind the couch. When I say they ripped everything out, they ripped it all. And this is why you don't leave a 6 and a 7-year-old unaccompanied in a room by themselves while you're in the kitchen, functioning as a normal human being. But it is what it is. And today we're working on getting all of this stuff picked up. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not making the kids do it, they actually went to their dad's for a little bit to get some stuff ready for school. So yeah, it was just easier for me to function this on my own instead of trying to make them do it, because it would have been, I don't want to say a fight, because they would have done it. However, my patience just couldn't handle it today. It's about that time of the month, and I have a very short-lived temper. So, yeah. And we are working on moving the ottoman that you see as well. So just bear with me as I get that kind of stuff set up, and also bear with me as I deal with the dogs constantly being in my way, which is basically 24/7 in my house. I knew when I was doing this, I'm like, I give it 30 seconds and they're going to be play fighting over my feet. It's really the story of my life. But yeah, I thought I'd put my ottoman here for right now. Kind of change things up a little bit, open up the carpeted area of our living room. The ottoman holds a lot of my knitting stuff. I'm a very avid knitter. Love anything yarn related. I know you've seen spinning wheels in the past videos, and I think I'm going to do a series on that soon of cleaning spinning wheels, kind of refurbishing them, and some different odds and ends. But yeah, so if you actually saw in there, I might do an organizational video in there one time. It's all like handmade yarns, projects, stuff like that, which is definitely in other places of the house too, but that's what that main thing is for there. Picking up some video games, getting that kind of stuff out of the way. I have knitting books there. Of course, Daisy is watching and not helping. And then here in just a little bit, they'll help even more by completely just playing and fighting over all of it. My goal is to pick up trash first and kind of get that stuff done. I apologize for sticking my big ass up in the air. I really wasn't thinking of that when I was making the video until I started doing the editing, and I was like, yeah. And don't worry, it gets a lot worse. Like, here in a little bit, all you see is my butt for a good 30 seconds. But I'm working on picking up a lot of the trash, throwing away any broken things, toys that the dogs got a hold of in the past hour and ripped apart. Especially the pit bull, definitely likes playing with stuff. In fact, you might even catch it. See, she's instantly trying to pick something up there. I'm collecting their toys and putting them up on the couch. I have that blanket there because that's mainly where the pit stays, and it just helps kind of eliminate any kind of stench. You could keep a dog clean 24/7, but at the end of the day, they still smell like dog. So this is something that I could just pull off and throw in the washing machine and put back on. It doesn't matter if they rip and tear and stuff. It's just an old kind of throw blanket that is living its best life. But now that I've gotten through some of the trash, I'm working on picking up some of the clutter, throwing it in at least a direction that it goes in its designated piles. So yeah, it's a lot of clothes. I have some sewing stuff that got pulled out that I had kind of set off to the side, and when the kids went through their tornado spell, it also got pulled out. So I'm working on some quilting that needs to be finished. I am the queen of unfinished projects And it's like 2 years later, I'm like, oh yeah. And I spend 5 minutes that I should have spent 2 years ago and finish it. I don't know why I have that problem. I know I am not the only one. So if you are someone who is a firm UFOer, which is an unfinished object project, that kind of stuff, leave a comment below and tell me exactly what you've been working on and how it's not exactly finished. So as I move forward, I am going to take the vacuum and vacuum up the carpet. I have this weird, it's a pet peeve of mine. I cannot stand stepping on little itty bits of stuff. And after cleaning up all of that stuff, I mean, there's like bits of paper, there's dust. Obviously, there'd be dog fur in the carpet. I vacuum my carpet almost constantly. So like this, even though I know I'm going to have to vacuum it again before it's all said and done, this at least gives me a clean slate to walk on. Because I mean, I literally was like, I can't do this. So that was like the first thing I grabbed when I had mostly the floor picked up. And I gotta be honest, if you look at it now versus before, a vacuumed carpet instantly can transform a room. I don't have a fancy apartment in New York City that's beautiful and white, and just the simple stuff like that can take so much stress off the mind. It's like kind of unbelievable how quick something like that can change. So now I'm kind of working on the couch, kind of moving stuff again into a designated area that is definitely not put away, but kind of puts it in an area that can be managed. So like earlier I had all the dirty clothes kind of in one place. So I would only have to make one trip to the bathroom. I have kind of a clutter pile. Here in a little bit, I'm definitely going to start wiping down the couch. Well, not wiping it down, but getting all that kind of stuff done to open up the couch. And then I have a bad habit of kind of moving things back and forth. It's like I move it out of this direction to get it out of my way, but then I go to clean that area and I have to move it back out of the way. It's just how my mind works. But at least I am getting stuff done, which is the main goal. So moving some of Gare Bear, my son Gareth's school books, and some of his things, kind of unairing out the blanket, not airing, unhairing, if that's a phrase. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm like half delirious this morning. My 9-month-old has pneumonia, and it's been quite a long couple days. Vacuuming down any kind of lost hair that got on the couch from the blanket. I'm gonna say, if you guys are ever interested in a new vacuum, I absolutely love my Dyson Motorhead. Here soon, I'm gonna be linking products like this down in the description where you can go ahead and get it. I bought mine from Amazon, and I have to say, this has been the best vacuum that I have ever had. Shaking out some of the hair and repositioning the blanket. And again, I just shook it over the carpet because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm definitely going to vacuum the carpet again. But yeah, just kind of getting her area set up. And if you hear noise in the background, like as I'm recording, the baby is bouncing in the bouncer beside me, so it might pick some of that up, and I apologize. Not to mention the dogs fighting in the background. They're playing, and they always, again, play under my feet. So now that I have at least that area done, I'm going to move over to the other part of the couch and give it a quick vacuum. Again, we have animals, so this gets up any dog hair. And that's the other thing I love about this vacuum, is the aspects of it that are detachable are absolutely perfect. So you can really switch stuff up really quickly to get certain things instead of attaching tubes and this and that like a traditional vacuum. It's just very, very... It's a very simplistic item. So, to the part of the couch that almost never gets sat on, because this is my, like, junk collector area. Oh, throw clothes, throw bits of stuff, my Oculus. Oh, and I'm going to tell you guys, for anyone that plays video games, I got the Oculus for my birthday from my dad. Shout out to my dad. I love you. And I have Green Hell VR, where you're lost in a jungle. And I got to tell you, it is the most fun game. I get really, really creeped out at games. So it's definitely scary. Like, a spider in VR on you scares me in real life, which is hilarious because, you know, it's not real, but my brain just cannot function that way. And now that I watch this, like, I notice little bits still under the couch and it's driving me nuts. So, like, here, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm actually going to go in and get the last little bits, if I don't actually get them at the end of this video. Which I can't remember if I did or not. It might get it there. No, it didn't. So yeah, I'm going to have to go do that because that's just... My OCD with that is just going absolutely haywire. So yeah, going through a little bit on the hard floor, getting anything like that. Going to move on to the ottoman here in a little bit. But as you can see, the couch is 100 times better. I mean, just look at the floor. So this is my new kind of collection area where I threw stuff as I was cleaning. And I gotta be honest, by the end of this video, as I was recording, like, I think this video is gonna end up, you know, anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes once it's done being edited. The overall amount of recording that I did for cleaning up the room before it was sped up was like 40, I think it was said 48 minutes. So by the end of this spell, I was definitely getting fizzled out. So this is kind of the last thing, and it's not complete yet. I'm going to go ahead and, like, organize that basket that I have for diapers and get some different stuff. I'm working on it slowly in this video, and I'll definitely, you know, you'll see where I ended. But it definitely needs done today. Just so, I mean, it's a nice little seat for anyone that comes in. But in order for it to do that, I have to be able to actually sit on it. So, yeah, I definitely kind of fizzled out with cleaning at this point. But that's okay. You know, one of those things where it's this, again, is realistic mom cleaning. And you can only do so much because I had other stuff I had to do. Actually, I had to go run for formula and some different stuff. Like, almost as soon as I was done recording. And back to vacuuming this little area. So now that I'm kind of finishing up with that, I'll show you guys, like, the before and after. And I tell you what, something so chaotic as how this morning got started to what it opened up to has completely, like, taken a weight off my shoulders. So thank you for watching this. Like and comment and share. Hit subscribe for more videos. And if you have any fun stories, definitely leave me a comment down below. And I can't wait to see you in the next video.